Greetings and salutations, everyone. This is PapaPC coming to you from a brand new world. No, we're not stopping the play along series, but we are taking a little bit of a detour, a little bit of a sidetrack. We're going to be doing a little bit of exploration in what's called Skyblock. For those of you who are new to Minecraft, this will be definitely something that will be fun and adventure. And for those of you who are old pros, maybe you haven't touched Skyblock in a long time, or maybe you never have, but you wanted to kind of see a little bit more about it. This is basically going to be a real fun and casual play along or play through with the Skyblock series. I'm using a version put out initially for 1.14, but we're playing it in 1.15.1 just because, well, why not? Let's see if we can. This version is put out by Dr. Trog. It's version 4. I'll make sure to put a link into the show notes for this. So please, go ahead, find it, download it, share and like it, and I hope everybody, has a good time and fun time with me. Now, for those of you who are new to Skyblock, basically the whole premise is you start, well, on a block in the sky. There is nothing there. If I look over the edge, you will see it's void. The sky goes down forever. You will, in essence, be dead. Eventually you hit nothing. There is very limited resources. There's one tree, so we have to be super careful with that one tree and gathering the resources from it, gathering a sapling at least from it, and they also do give us a few things to start with. A block of ice and a lava bucket. For those of you who maybe have done some little bits with other side mod packs in the past, you will know that those are the key ingredients to making a cobblestone generator. That will be absolutely important for us, because without that, the game, well, it's over. We need those pieces when we need to start harvesting and start getting that cobblestone going. They did give us also a melon slice and a pumpkin seeds, and a little bit of sugar cane to start some basic farming. The sea pickle, which I don't know if there's a whole lot of specific use for this one, but we're going to find some fun use for it later on. A couple turtle eggs, because, well, turtles up here in the sky, it might be difficult to spawn, but they are actually useful for a couple other things, including in some mob spawners. Just if you want to help aggro and pull some mobs into a specific direction. And they do give you the 10 obsidian because, well, there's no place to go down and get it. So in order to build that ender portal, we're going to need to, or the nether portal, excuse me, we're going to need that obsidian. And we will do all we can to kind of get that going and see what happens. That won't be our first thing. The first thing we really got to do is that tree. But before I touch that tree and start pulling down any of those pieces, you can see a lot of the branches are hanging out over the void. So I'm going to want to really kind of see what I can do to save and try to find a way to guarantee that those things aren't lost. I'm gathering, if I can, if I'm getting lucky, getting some seeds here. I did get one, so that's great. I'm going to go ahead and put those in the bucket right away so I don't lose them. But really, those are just going to be seeds that we can get later on. I am going to have to punch a little bit of dirt. I did look over the edge and see that we are 3 levels down in the dirt, so I do have a little bit I can punch and a little bit we can pull out of here if need be. I am going to be careful to not take away all this top layer of dirt, in particular not all of the grass, because the grass will be an important thing later on. We will need it when we want to get to the point where we can do some mob spawns for passive mobs, and those will be critical. As we're going to need a way to try to get some things like, a bed, some food, all those kinds of pieces. I am going to see what I can do to make sure to gather as much of this other pieces as I can, though. Trying to be careful not to lose any. Hey, I actually managed. I'm going to plant a few down here, mostly just to protect the stuff that drops and find a way to minimize loss options. I'm going to do probably out 2 levels around all the way, just to you won't guarantee, but it will definitely minimize the potential risk of losing any branches from this. Here we go. Now, I'm going to go ahead and start punching trees. Get ourselves some wood, get ourselves some saplings, and hopefully we're good. Now you'll see that as we're doing this, as the sapling starts to naturally despawn or degenerate and fall, I'm going to, be really, really watching, because if we do not get a sapling, we start over. We will basically have to delete our world and recreate a new one. And oh yes, we are set. Now maybe we can get lucky and cross our fingers and hope for 2. You see, we did get some sticks. That will help. Although I almost wish that we did get a second one, that they would have not done the sticks and given us more options for more saplings. But I will take the sticks for sure. I am getting over a little bit of a cold, so please excuse that. Let's see, grab that. I'm going to want to get another sapling down as soon as I can. I'm going to try to plant it a little bit further away. I'll expand this a little bit more as time permits, and you'll see what I'm going to do with that in a little bit. But really, I want to do what's called a cobblestone generator. This is going to be a critical piece for us. I'm actually going to have to put a little bit of the dirt back in. I'm going to need to dig a 4-long trench. I'm going to need to, I lost one. Do a little bit there. I'm going to put that extra stuff away before I happen to lose anything else. I'm going to put my ice down and give it a good whack, and it should flow down into that pit. Now, what I am going to also do then is put my lava at this end, and if all goes well, that should turn to cobblestone right there. Putting my bucket away as quickly as I possibly can, because that's my only one, and that would not be good at all. Now, what I need to do is take the couple of the sticks I got, and I'm going to take one of these, go ahead and turn that into that, get myself a crafting table, throw that down right away. Let's go on this side. Now we're going to go ahead. Oh, I suppose it helps if I make sure to grab enough wood. Go ahead and convert that to more planks. Get that first pickaxe going, and there we go. Now it will be just a matter of grinding through and getting ourselves a wee bit of cobblestone. I should probably not taken that. I did push my luck a little bit here with the grass. Hopefully we don't have any issues. But there's my first piece of cobblestone. Really, what I'm going to be doing now is grinding cobblestone for a while. I'm going to need to get a good portion of it, a good healthy stack of cobblestone. Oop, and I just lost some of the dirt. Oh, no, I didn't. Got lucky there. But what I can do, though, is with that piece gone, I can just hold my mouse button down and let it go to town and kind of grind away and get myself a little bit more cobblestone. We will see what we can do and see how much we can build up. While we're doing this, as soon as I get to a fair portion of it here, I'm going to grab it and start making some slabs. It's a personal preference. I like slabs versus the blocks, especially in Skyblock, because it lets you do a little bit of additional safety, if nothing else. All this area technically is spawnable from a mob's perspective, but when you do slabs, especially if you do bottom half slabs, they are unspawnable by mobs. That will protect us and give us more options going forward to not have to worry about our expansion and anything going boom in the middle of the night, or shooting us in the middle of the night, or anything else of that kind. They are a little bit more of a danger and a risk from an overall perspective as far as usability goes, because they are it's a little easy to sometimes lose your footing when you have slabs, because it likes to automatically bring you up and down around them, but it will give us options. I am going to take another dirt. Oh my god, so I'm going to grab that other sapling. I usually try not to use all my saplings, but in this case I'm going to try to get them both planted as quickly as I can, and see what I can do to get some more trees going. We're going to need that wood. We're going to need it fast. You will know that since we are running a newer version of Minecraft, we do have to worry about phantoms, but not till at least the third night. So we will have to at some point build ourselves a little bit of an overhang or a shelter to protect ourselves from them. But for right now, I think we've got a little bit of leeway and a little bit of gap that we should be good to go. So my life for the next little few minutes here will definitely be grinding away on cobblestone and doing everything we can to get ourselves a little bit of surplus and hopefully even getting a couple more trees coming in. So I won't make you sit through all that, but I will do a little bit of a jump ahead and we will come back as soon as it's ready. All right, well, a little bit of time has passed. I have done a little bit of resource gathering. As you can see, I've gotten a few stacks of cobblestone. One tree came back in one more time. I'm going to replant it and looking to try to get a little bit more tree action going on here. I still only have the 2 saplings. I'm hoping to get a few more pretty quick here. I do need to get myself another pickaxe and keep going with that. And I'll also take a quick peek around and show you guys what we've done. But at this point, all I've done is really expanded a little bit of the cobblestone slabs, a little bit around the outside. Threw down a couple torches just to help promote tree growth. I still need to put a little bit more slabs around that way so I can kind of protect myself. This side I haven't really done a whole lot yet with, but I will be doing more with that, you know, as time permits. Now, what I'm going to try to get is the saplings, pop a couple more. I might try to even expand the sapling to a 2x2 area for saplings, simply because I think I'm going to need quite a few more trees. I'm going to need a little bit more lumber, and I'm going to need a fair amount of that going forward, especially once I want to start trying to expand and do a little bit more with the area. I'm also going to have to try to build myself, like I said, a little bit of a protected area, simply just a block over my head to kind of protect. So as we get closer to that 3rd night, which is going to be quickly approaching, that we don't have any problems with creepers, or not creepers, excuse me, phantoms coming in on us. That will be a risk and will be a danger. So what I'm going to do to protect against that is really just kind of build myself a little bit of a platform across here. Let's come across some slabs for now. And then one kind of behind. Oh, I absolutely screwed that one up from the get-go. I wanted to be able to use bottom half slabs, not top half slabs. For the same reason which I talked about before, I don't want to have to worry about the risk of spawns. So I am going to do that one more time. But I'm going to do it from the bottom. There we go. And really, once I get here, I'm going to do one over that way and one over that way to protect me. And that should be enough. I can get rid of these first one here because I'm going to want to be able to get back in to my stuff. And this is really temporary. I will build a better real shelter at some point. But I've got one behind me, one on each side. I am still a little bit exposed from phantoms. They could squeeze in through this side here, but the options of that are fairly limited. What I'm really going to want to do, though, is just simply sit here, grind at least 2 or 3 more stacks of cobblestone. But more importantly, it's going to be sitting here to get those trees to grow. I think I want to get those trees, each one at least twice more, just to be able to have enough resources. So what I will do is do that all off camera, and next time we come back in, I will pick up from that point with maybe a few more resources built up, and then we will start talking about adventuring beyond where we are in the world. There is off in every direction in this Skyblock world. There is another island, if you want to call it that, basically a tiny little pocket, which might have another tree, it might have another bit of resources. There's some a desert one, a cactus with cactus on it. I believe there's one with pods oil and some mushrooms. Those will definitely have to come in handy. And we also see maybe about building our nether portal and getting started with that piece of it. Maybe even venturing in the nether in this one is, again, very similar to a Skyblock type of world, where it's going to be nothing quite as expansive as you're used to. There's not going to be flowing lava everywhere, but there will be a little tiny bit of an island at some point in there. We have to go find it. And again, without some of the elytra and things like that, it's going to be a little bit more of a challenge. So we're going to need lots and lots of cobblestone slabs. Sadly, there's no real good way to avoid that at the beginning. It is how you have to do it. There's no other way to do that without, doing some kind of cheat. So what I will do is sit here and grind away, and hopefully we'll get some more of these trees coming up pretty quick here and get those resources. And when the next time we come back, we'll talk about advancements and achievements within the system, as well as where we want to go from building out and start looking at maybe finding that next island. So until next time, this is PapaPC, and I'm sitting in the Skyblock world. And I want to say thank you, and don't forget, please click the like and subscribe button. It'll go a long way for helping with the future episodes. And if you want to see something specific or anything in particular with our little playthrough, please let me know. And again, I will be coming back with the play-along series in the next few days, hopefully getting another episode out. I've got a little bit more of things to do, and I want to get a little bit more action on this one. But until next time, thank you, and everybody, have a great day.